Peace and blessings, butterflies. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Butterfly Rant Wednesday. I am your host, the Awakened Butterfly. And as you guys can tell by the title, we will be talking about love bombing today. Before I get into my rant, I would just like to let you guys know that I love you so much. I hope everyone is taking care of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I really would like to thank everyone for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I would first like to thank edit.sundayriley.com. That is my credible source of information for this video. Guys, have you ever met someone and they're very nice when you first meet them, and you just feel so relieved? You feel like a big weight is being lifted off your back. Like, I finally have met a nice, genuine person. It feels like a breath of fresh air just being around them. It seems like they're so interested in you, everything that you have to say. They want to know everything about you. It seems that they love spending time with you, and it seems that they want to continue to spend time with you on a regular basis. And, when you're around each other, they always talk about a future with you. And this is when you first meet them. So in your mind, you're like, wow, this person really, really likes me. And they, really want to spend time with me, and it seems that they wanted to continue to spend time with me. They really like you. Well, guys, as you know, this is an awareness channel, so I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm just here to spread awareness for protection and educational purposes. And today I'm talking about love bombing, and this video is not towards any genuine loving people out there who actually possess these type of qualities and you're really a good loving person. This video is for you. It is to help you become aware of people who are trying to imitate you. I really like how I said that, guys. There's a very good way of putting this, putting what I'm about to talk about. It's a very good way of putting things. Okay, well, with research, guys, I found out that love bombing is a tactic, a manipulation tactic that has been formed and being used since the 1970s. And this is something that I didn't know. I thought love bombing was something that everyone was aware of and it was being used, but I didn't know that it was actually thought of by someone. Although research didn't say the exact person who developed this tactic, but it was said that an occult leader and many other occultists came up with this manipulation tactic in order to draw in more members to their group. So that alone really, it just explains the cruelty behind love bombing within itself. You just met someone, they're so nice, it seems that they're perfect, and, nothing or no one is perfect. And it seems almost too good to be true because it probably is. Maybe they seem a little too interested or a little too caring. It's good for people to be loving and caring, but if a person is showing an excess amount of these type of emotions towards you, and they just, especially when they just met you, then there's a problem. Actually, I'm not just going to discuss the romance side of this because as with the Google definition, let's see what Google says about love bombing. So the Google definition I just had it right in front of me, the definition that I was trying to read to you. Okay, it says love bombing is an attempt to influence a person by demonstrations of attention and affection that can be used in different ways for either positive or negative motive. Actually, let's see. Hold on, guys. Okay. Love bombing is a form of psychological and emotional abuse that involves a person going above and beyond for you in an effort to manipulate you into a relationship with them. It looks different for every person, but it usually involves some form of excessive flattery and praise. Okay, so that first definition, I'm sorry, that was Wikipedia's definition. The last one I just read was the exact Google definition. And someone trying to lure you into a relationship, you're automatically going to think romantic. But think about other relationships, family. Of course, you already have a relationship with your family, but let's say you're trying to get away from toxic energies and you're trying to, you know, become closer with God, and you're just trying to become an overall, you're trying to break generational curses. And there's some people in your family, there's some friends, people that you grew up with, they've brought nothing but toxicity into your life, and every time you try to separate, they would love bomb you to draw you back in. So this is not, I just want to put that out there. This doesn't just pertain to romantic relationships. If you guys hear a noise, that's my neighbors upstairs. They have two dogs, so I apologize for that. Let me tell you guys, okay. This can be very dangerous because when someone is love bombing you, they are actually intimidating a person, that they're actually intimidating someone that actually shows this type of love and affection when that's how they genuinely feel about someone. So it's really scary when you're not able to differentiate, I'm sorry guys. It's scary when you're not able to differentiate if it's real, if it's genuine or not. It's when someone's doing this and they have bad motive, which anyone love bombing someone, the motive is never good. It's to captivate the victim, and once they captivate them with the love bombing, they draw them in. Once they draw them in, they're able to control and manipulate. And the very scary thing about this is the person can be dangerous, very dangerous. They could be, someone that other people may know. And that's another thing. Other people may already know of this person, but now you're just a new victim. You're just, you're caught up in the web of deceit, because when people act like this, they don't usually stick around for too long, because once they feel that they're about to be figured out, in some cases they don't, it's on to the next person until whatever motive they're trying to complete is done. And that means they're leaving a trail of people, knowing who they really are. So that means that everyone that they meet from that point forth is a victim. And it's really scary because people can really put on a mask. They can show you a side that they want you to see until they get you where they want you to be, and then the mask comes off. And once that happens, they usually leave their victims confused, lost, hurt, and abandoned. They don't know what's going on. They're like, wow, this person, they can't match the words with the actions. It's because of the narcissistic personality that the person possess. They don't care. They don't care. It won't. The personality and the narcissistic spirit and personality within it. It won't allow them to care about anyone. To even realize what they're doing is wrong, even though they sit back and planned and seek the victim and orchestrated this plan out on the victim. They still will never admit to being wrong. They will never, I think in their mind, they don't even think they're doing anything wrong because they feel that they have a reason to do it, whether it's good or bad. So it's just something that's instilled into the mind of a narcissist. It's just something that's there. And yes, these people are narcissistic, very. Like I said, dangerous, controlling, manipulative, toxic. Anyone who has to show you a false side in order to lure you in, it's always a toxic person. And although the Bible doesn't specifically talk about a narcissist or talk about love bombing within itself, it does say in John chapter 10 verse 1 that verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. So what I got from that verse is, in pertaining, to love bombing, that when a person has to put on a certain image and act a certain way in order to enter someone's life, it's never honest. It's stealing someone's innocence. It's stealing someone's time, affection. It's playing with someone's emotions. It's like, trying to steal someone's spirit away from them. And, in all honesty, it goes back to what I always say about monitoring spirits. These people possess that spirit as well, because a lot of times with people who love bomb, before they even approach a person, they may even sit back and study them first. It depends on if you're in a situation, maybe at work, or maybe if there's someone somewhere, I'm sorry guys, in your community that you go to a lot. It can be as simple as your local library or your neighborhood Starbucks or anything like that. A person could seek you and watch you for a while and study everything about you before they even approach you. They may even study some things that you do, and when they meet you, they may make it seem that it's something that they're interested in as well. That's how cruel these people are. And I do not like when people act this way. It bothers me a lot. I've been love bombed, so I'm totally against it. Especially when you love someone and you want to have a genuine relationship with them, and once they love bomb you, you may take it as a sign of hope, whether it's a romantic relationship or not. You may say, maybe this person's finally coming around, maybe we can come to some sort of understanding and build a strong, loving relationship. But it seems that once the motive is complete, once again, they're right. It's like you're right back to square one with this person, or these people. They're right back to acting the same way. And I'm just here to let anyone who's going through this to know that if you're going through this and you're experiencing these signs, which I have some more signs that I would like to discuss, don't deal with it any longer, especially if you don't have to, because I feel that if you're at this point with a person where you've been loved by them more than once, especially more than 3 times. That is the sign. That's the 3 strike rule. This person's a manipulator. They want to control your feelings and emotions, where they can enter and exit your life as they feel. They do not care about how they leave you, and they do not care about how they enter back into your life. Um, a couple of signs that I would like to discuss into how you would know if someone's trying to love bomb you is that everything will come so fast. And that goes back to a lot of the things that are going on in the world. You notice things are happening so fast. People are wanting fast answers, fast results, everything fast. Is because of a lack of faith. No one is taking the time to wait on God anymore. Everyone's, relying on man, relying on themselves, to the world, for answers and for guidance. It's very dangerous. We're all victim to it. We're all victim to this, and we have to turn more to God, because if not, we will always be placed in situations and placed around people who will always try and take our relationship away from, no, I don't think I said that how I wanted to say that, guys. Okay. What I really meant to say is it places you around, it puts you in places, and it puts you around people who their mission in the spirit is to draw you further and further away from God. It's their mission. Because once we lose that faith, it automatically places us in the opposite, direction. If we were around people who had faith and loving people, we would now be placed around people who lack faith and are, probably out to send you down the wrong path. Excessive compliments are one of the most obvious signs of a love bomber. I don't even know why they do it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with compliments. Everyone admires a compliment from time to time. It's nice. It's flattering. But you can always tell when someone's overdoing it, when they're trying to, grab some type of credibility from someone, and they feel that the more that they compliment them, the more that like they're trying, it's like they're trying so hard to get that person to believe something. It's like they're trying to set an image with that person. And that's one of the signs that's very obvious. If someone out there is just being overly, complimentive, and they're overly, they're being very clingy, that's a sign that they're love bombing. It's something that they want. They're after something, and it will be up to you to find out what it is at that point. If you see someone doing that, pray to the Lord to give you wisdom and discernment about that person, and to reveal what their motive is, what they really want from you, while they're trying to come into your life. They may even give you expensive gifts, or they may give you a lot of gifts, constantly giving you things, gifting you. They just met you. They don't really know anything about you. Pay attention to the gift. Sometimes just think, if you haven't met a person and they give you a gift and it's so connected to you, it's something that's very dear to you. So it almost leaves you wanting to ask, how did you know I like this so much? It goes back to when I said a person could be around studying you and you don't even know. They could have someone else close to you doing the same thing. And this is not to make anyone paranoid. This is just only if you're experiencing these signs, and if you feel that you're being love bombed, this video could be confirmation for you. One key thing, that I say to always help you know if someone's doing this. Pay attention to their behavior in context. And what I mean by that is, always, if you're out with this person and and you guys are interacting with other people, always watch their relationship with others, especially people that they have a close relationship with. If they take you around family and friends, always, pay attention to their behavior with other people. And if they're being rude and disrespectful towards others and being very nice to you, 9 times out of 10, the way they're reacting with the other people, that's who they really are as a person. And you will soon experience that behavior next. It's just how they lure you into their lives. It's like a spider luring someone into their web, and then now you're trapped and you're trying to get out. And that's how it feels when you're dealing with someone like this, especially when they possess, a lot of narcissistic characteristics. Also disrespecting. I'm sorry, guys. So sorry about that, guys. I had to drink some water. Sorry about that. What I was going to say is, if someone's disrespecting your boundaries, constantly calling you, showing up at your home, at your job, showing up at your home. I'm so sorry, guys. Showing up at your home odd hours of the night or the day without calling. Trying to isolate you from people that you're close to because they don't feel you should be around them. These are signs of someone trying to control you. And they're also trying to manipulate you into believing everything that they say to you, and they don't want you around anyone but them. So other people, the possible future victims, can't see how they treat you. And a lot of times, they would try and even isolate you from their friends and family because they don't want you to see how they treat them. And this is very real, guys. This is something to look out for, especially for someone, if you're on the dating scene, if you're looking to, start dating or anything like that, or if you've just met someone and, they're showing these signs and you are not sure, this could be confirmation. Honestly, guys, it is so scary dating these days. It's very scary because you don't know who you're meeting. You don't know who people are. You don't know what their motives are. So that's why wisdom and discernment is very important, even with the people that you've known for years. So you most certainly have to use it with people that you're meeting for the first time. And the fact that love bombing was actually created in the 1970s by occultists, it brings me back to the spiritual awareness video that I will be posting later. Make sure you guys check that out. I will be discussing in that video about how a lot of these tactics were formed by occult leaders. So this is just like a generation of dark spiritual tactics, rituals, and spiritual guidance seeking era. It's like an era, and it's like it's coming back stronger now than ever because the enemy is trying to take as many people with him as he can, and whatever he has to do. Love bombing it's very dangerous because there's so many people that need love. There's so many people that seek love. They just want to meet a loving, caring, genuine person. And when someone shows up and appears to be all of those things, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's something that you want to see, something that you want to experience with someone. And with love comes with someone entering your entire life, knowing everything about you, your personal life, your family, everything. So, you don't want to let the wrong people in. You want to know who you're letting into your circle. You really want to know because it's very important. You don't want to let the wrong person in. It's hard to get, have you noticed it's very easy to meet people, but it's hard to get a person out of your life. Not as, like, if they hurt you, it's just hard to just say, hey, I don't want to deal with you anymore, because now you develop, emotions. You love and care about this person. And that also leaves the door open for more love bombing and, more hurt, because you love them so much, you want them in your life, but you don't want what comes with it. So you want them to change. And love bombing a lot of the time appears to people who really love someone that person has changed, until they get back in and the mask is off again. So hope this video helps someone. I love you guys so much. Make sure you really pay attention to the signs and don't let anyone love bomb you. It is a hurtful thing, and I've seen a lot of videos where a lot of people in relationships have been in relationships that they were love bombed, and they looked so confused and hurt. And I can relate. I've been love bombed in a relationship, and I've also been love bombed, in my life in past relationships, and also, with family and friends. So I can relate, which is another reason why I'm spreading this awareness on this Butterfly Rant Wednesday. Don't let anyone love bomb you guys. Stand up and take your power back. Don't let anyone control you or your emotions. I love you so much, and until the next Butterfly Rant Wednesday, peace and blessings.